Good evening. I wanted to have a small stream here at the end of the day. So let's see what we're gonna get done. So I haven't streamed about this project for a while, and I haven't worked on it that much for a while. So I'm gonna want to continue on that. Oops. Yeah. So this is the project that I've been working most on the streams in the past. So this site about all kinds of interests that I have, and lately I think maybe a bit of off stream. I think I stream about this. Yeah, I've been changing the layout a bit to, for example, have these teams and skills start all the way up here instead of being like here, like centered vertically. And the point is to it kind of helps keep these. It helps that it opens the text right below the title, and it uses also the space up here. So when I have like several of these items open, the whole page kind of get filled with them. So I was thinking that I would want to have some kind of a logo on these. No titles, something to signify maybe it's not a logo, it's some kind of like it's some kind of symbol. Yeah, there was also something else. Yeah, it would be kind of cool if in Author app I could change these texts on the, like now I have to go here and write it here, but maybe it's not that bad. But it would be kind of cool if I could just like put my cursor somewhere here and then I just start writing and it kind of like writes. So maybe I could ask. Oh yeah, there's also like few notes I want to add. let's see if I can remember them. So some kind of like node on like what should we I think that's kind of like a nice title to it, like what should we maximize. So this would be about like, if you think about, and I also want to change this title maybe to existential risk and long-termism. And I want to remove some of this text, and I may want to put it in here. And there's also this, I speak about in here about this forecasting research institute's data on this forecasting existential risks study, and there's a data set online. They have like the data available for that. So I would want to take a look at that data, like see if there's something I want to do with it. There's already like I have like some idea what I want to do, like some example of idea, but I think it's like it's underused data, I think, or and because it's there's over 100 kind of like observations there. I think it could be easy to find something to learn about it that just haven't figured out yet. Like this is one thing, like how hard would it be to, so like then I'm thinking also about like on the published app, that if I have the bigger text, could Yes, now I have this idea that I would have like these links to the articles that would be, maybe I'm gonna like on the external site, um, but I was also thinking that instead of going to that external site, you could, would it be hard to let the user choose that, like you have some kind of like button here like expand or something like that, and then it would just like this is like too much text. Now I would want the abstract size to be like, this would be maybe like a good size for on abstract, also on this project text. um, so if this was kind of like the abstract length, so then you could click expand and then it would so you would only have like this amount here first, and then if you click expand then it would put kind of like the full text to view. mm. But I wonder, like with bigger texts, is this like a too wide, is this node getting like too, is it too narrow for a comfortable reading of a bit like a bigger text? So and the other thing is that if there are some, like for example pictures in that like article and stuff like that, how hard would it be to, well they would be quarto markdown. There are like, I've thought about like making these, that would be kind of like limitation, that they would also all be quarto markdown files. But so I wonder, like if I put everything in quarto markdown, can this kind of like display it? And I was also thinking like, if you had this kind of like expansion going on, then you could give more space to this project column, so it could kind of like make these nodes more narrow to kind of like display it better there or something like that. Okay, let's see what kind of options we get for this. So I wonder if these are supposed to be, so there's this like very like small dot there. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a triangle or something. Yeah, there's something like some things like these, but there's just like too small. Um, oh, there should be some kind of new. Okay, they are bigger here. Yeah, there's something about this that like the author app doesn't really. Yeah, this could work. This could work. I should just have yeah, I'm not sure about this placement. Like, should it always be on the left hand side, or like here it's on the right hand side? I don't know if I really like that. Yeah, I don't think I need to explain myself further over that. Um, we could play around with the colors. Yeah, one thing that I've also been thinking about is, would I want to have more explanation on these yeah, maybe this like subtitles on these team projects and skills. Should I have more text in there or not? Yeah, I think the triangle and the filled triangle, it's just the same. Mm. Okay, I've never seen anything like this used. I think this is pretty familiar. But it's just like it's like continues to be like super small, and I also feel that these they're not really like the same pattern. Uh, It's also like it kind of like has a weird this kind of drop on the it's not quite on the same level or something like that. It's got a weird effect. Um, oh yeah, I had this idea about the colors. Um, let's see how hard would it be to do that. Um, I think I want to have like I want to have like a max age distance for because I was thinking about having like for example different shades of red or something like that. But I don't think I actually need that. So if I just I just click like that, and now I have so yeah, these are all in that range. Um, I would just have to have a maybe it's too hard to create enough color separation with this. Yeah, it doesn't really it doesn't really like work. My vision doesn't really work out here. Also, like one thing I want to do. Okay, I'm just gonna start again. Let's look at this first. Yeah, I think this works. Maybe the thing is that yeah, I would always maybe want these to be on the left side of the title. Yeah, add some. Yeah, I want to have this just to be white. I think it just make the. It's either that or I could want to make this to be black, and then I could have this to be bluer, kind of like, I don't know, but maybe it's easier if I go oh, what was something like that. Yeah, it has to be also this. It has more to do with this node background actually, like having it um, like colorless enough. So okay, we ask about this. How easy it would be to make this like live editing on the nodes. Mm. 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 Descriptions rendered from Markdown. Mm. But we already have like the descriptions like in here. Save the raw text on blur. Oh yeah, the height changes. Swaps the description to raw markdown. Yeah, let's just start doing this. I'm a little bit. I'm gonna just like, as some kind of precaution, I'm gonna save all this text here, just in case something goes like, because this has this kind of like chance to kind of like screw things up. So I'm going to just play around with these colors while we do that, and gonna save these colors. Yeah, I'm just gonna use like a white here. I think the colors on the left hand side look better, even if they don't have as much of color. But yeah, something like this would look would be pretty cool, but like this would be so colorful, but on the other hand, it works so bad with the white text there. And then it's gonna be like white text. Well, the white text is not gonna be as bad now because I made this change that this kind of like this extension would only apply to the title, but it is still pretty annoying. I could also use a bit more blue, I think, here. Oh yeah, I had this idea. Yeah. So because there's this yeah, it's a bit annoying. Like if I find some nice colors right now, I don't really know what values produce them. Like within this range, which values are used. I also like wonder if what if like how much easier would it be if these titles were at the center of, like if they were centered rather than like left or right aligned, then I could use more color. Because it's very, it's just like even just a little bit of this. But it could also help that, what if in here, if these were, I could actually try that. This would have a little bit same kind of impact that I have. It would move the title closer to the center, so then we could have more space for these. Yeah, let's see. I don't think I want to have like this kind of checkbox. Label update on commit, label updates locally. Okay, I'm gonna see if this works. And I'm a lot more, I don't know, scared about like how it's gonna work for the descriptions. Okay. So so we're gonna do this. So where do we click? Is it enough if I click here? Okay, save JSON. You have to click here. And then I'm gonna check if it did. Okay. I'm also quite close to like out of my cloud quota. Oh yeah, one thing that I have wanted to do, there's this, the height of these nodes. Um, it should be here. Okay. Skill height, team height. I wonder if this work. Yeah, there's a bit of a trade-off here. Like the thinner you go here, the more you have room for these texts. So you could fit quite a lot of these nodes open at the same time. But on the other hand, the thinner you go, the it makes this, especially in, it makes this look worse. Now, like these yellows here, they're like, there's so much overlap here. Like it's, I don't know, it just looks a lot better like this. I think there's, or it's more like the connections can be more clear. But then they do take quite a lot of space now. Hmm. Robust solution is a floating text area position over the nose. Okay, interesting. It sounds like quite a big change coming up. Yeah, I think this makes it was thinking earlier about like having those external pages to open up in this view somehow. I think that like, because even this is so hard, like just editing text files, I think it might be then even harder to do that. I wonder if I could also have in here some kind of some could I have within these quad files some kind of ability to hide. It's the same thing a little bit like with these collapses, like okay, we are like revealing the text and then we are hiding it. So so could this be extended so that we reveal some of the text here, and then you get some like other accordion here, and if you would be like after this text, and it would kind of like have then like more of this text if you want something like that, or maybe like possibility to go to the external site. I was also like thinking that maybe this having this external site, it like if I have these external sites, it's kind of like eat some of the benefit of having this editing on the fly. Okay. Control untick escrow words, untick to return to normal. Oh, descriptions persist with disks. Same of the. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is a bit. I don't really like this. That like if I click here and I re-click, like, I'm not sure what to think about this. And if I click, it's not like, it's not where the cursor is where I start. It goes to the end of the text. So let's try this out. So that does the okay. Um, um, yeah, I think it works. Okay. I think that's gonna be that for now. My Claude session limit is up, and I'm also getting like super tired. So yeah, thanks.